Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sasha Anna Mercer's Diary. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, I am happy to see you again. Now, as promised, I am restarting the AuPair series and renaming it to the Moving Abroad series. What you are to expect in this series is, if you're somebody who's wondering, I want to move abroad, what should I do? What country can I go to? What are the requirements? How's the pay looking like? What attractions are there in these countries? As well as what could I possibly do after au pairing? Is there any opportunity for me? Or should I just go back home? It's for literally everybody, whether you're thinking of completely relocating or just going there for the experience and going back to your home country. Make sure you stay tuned. So let's get into the video. Now, in this video, we are gonna kickstart it with countries that require you to have an agency. Now, what do I mean by this? These are countries that are very strict with their requirements, and they do not just allow you to find your own host family, and just get the application going. They are very particular about how the application is handed in, who vets you beforehand, and everything. A little disclaimer before we get into the video: I am not a paid professional for this. This is just my own research, as well as what I looked at whilst going into this. So it's just me giving you my own experience. Please make sure that you do your own research and you are certain of what to do and not just take my word for it. Okay, just a little disclaimer before we get into the video. So in this video, we're gonna start off with two countries that absolutely require you to have an agency. Now, the first country is a country that is well known for its ancient dynasties and home to high-speed trains, fast-paced technology, as well as making counterfeit goods. But if you still haven't figured it out, the country's name is China. China is a very interesting one because au pair programs here are often seen as a strictly cultural exchange more than an employment. So let's break it down and find out what are the nitty-gritty. If you would like to au pair in China, you have to be between the ages of 18 and 29 years old. If you are not Chinese, obviously. You will need a visa, usually the Z visa, which is for people that are taking up paid posts or employment or commercial business within China. Or you can get an F visa, which is a visa offered for somebody that is coming to study, to do a tour, or literally just anything that is not business related, right? Everything depends on the program that the agency offers. Now, in terms of money, I know all of you guys are wondering, okay, we hear this, Sasha, but how much money would we get paid as au pairs in China? You will get paid around 1,000 to 2,000 yuan a month, which is, for comparison purposes, around about 139 US dollars to 278 US dollars, which obviously doesn't sound like much, right? But remember that your host family is already taking care of your accommodation, your meals, and your language costs, so you should not be worried about anything else. So this money is money that you're gonna be getting as pocket money. And also you then need to compare to the cost of living in China and see how much that nets off. China requires you to work about 30 hours a week, and you'll usually get 1 or 2 days off. This is all depending on the agreement that you have done with the agency and the family. The agency carries out literally all the paperwork for you as you go between with your family as well as the government. So you do not literally need to worry about anything. You probably just need to show up for interviews and that's it, and sign when you have to sign, After you're done with your au pair year in China, you could potentially stay as a student if you have a studying place lined up. And for that, you will need the X visa. And the X visa is basically the student visa in China. Now, you can also even stay there if you have a job. I must stress out that you must have this job lined up already. Like, it needs to be waiting for you already, and you just need your visa. And for that, you will need the Z visa that I've already previously mentioned. However, I must state that the China visa rules are very, very, very strict. So make sure that you have done your research, your work, you've checked out all the boxes, especially if you're going to be doing it alone and not using another agency for it. So just stay vigilant and do not delay any processes, right? Okay, so next up, we have a country that is well known for its peacefulness, I guess. They are always the go-between country, and they are also known for chocolates and cheese, and their lakes and mountainous areas, and they're also famous for ice skating resorts. Have you guessed the country? Have you guessed the country? Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below if you've guessed the country. But if you haven't, the country is Switzerland. Now, Switzerland is known for its very specific au pair rules. You will need to be between the ages of 17 and 25 years old, and non-European citizens must absolutely apply through a Swiss recognized au pair agency. They're not even joking, because they will not even consider your application. Okay, I should not even stress this enough, right? You'll be required to work a 30-hour work week, which also includes any babysitting. And babysitting is basically minding the children after working hours, so like in the evenings, right? For this, you will be earning a total of around about 700 to 800 franc, or the Swiss franc a month, which is roughly 850 to 970 US dollars. Now, don't be fooled about this amount of money. You're probably thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna be rich, right? The Swiss is very, very expensive. Like, it's super expensive. But however, your host family is also gonna be covering your board, like your accommodation, your food, as well as your language course. Switzerland speaks two languages, French and German. Just so you know. So obviously, depending on where you'll be staying, you will speak one of the two languages. Now, the agency also handles all your paperwork for you, also is your go-between for host families and stuff. You are entitled to a full 4 weeks of paid vacation. I'm just like, shmoney. Like I say, the Swiss are rich, man. If you are wondering what opportunities are there for me after au pairing in this country, unfortunately, the Swiss is very, very strict if you are a non-EU citizen or belonging to the ETAs. And the ETAs, if you don't know anything about like the ETAs, I've done another video, I'll link it up here, that explains all those terms. But it's basically like an EU adjacent country. So if you're not, like if you're a non-EU or like an ETA citizen, finding a job after your au pair year would be very, very difficult. Like, the visa paperwork is just really, really rough. So your best bet is to apply for a study visa first. Generally, finding work after having studied in the Swiss is a little bit easier. Yeah. So all the best is all I can say. I know I didn't mention this, but because I didn't want to make this video very long, this is part 1 of our agency required countries. There's going to be a part 2 coming because I do not want to pack too much information into this. So we're just going to be doing 2 countries per video to keep it nice and short. And in the next video, if you're wondering what could possibly be coming up next, we're going to be talking about a country that is known for its tulips, as well as farms like dairy farms. If you are curious, make sure you stay tuned to the next video. And the other country we're going to be talking about is a country full of big dreams, big cities, as well as a lot more paperwork. I wonder which country you think it is. Make sure you let me know your guesses in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell so you do not miss out on my videos. Until next time, much love and take care.